Okay, well I thought I'd do a quick little video about this Hammond A20 tone cabinet, which I managed to get recently. You'll know from my previous other videos that I've got a 1937 Model AB organ. This is the A20 tone cabinet that would have gone with it originally. I managed to acquire it totally separate from the organ. I think in general terms they're very rare. They were only produced up to about 1939, from 1935 to 1939. The original ones that went out with the Model A Hammond organs, two 12-inch speakers, and are very rare these days. We're now talking 75 years old, and I think in the UK, and this is a UK one with a Boozy and Hawkes serial plate in the back. This is probably even rarer. I frankly haven't seen another one. Nice piece of veneer on the front doors, and if we open the doors, we see with the doors open, the grille for the speakers. Lovely condition for its age. Really nice condition. Quite remarkable it survived, really. So in the back of the cabinet, first of all you notice it's an open back cabinet. It never did have a back on it. It was designed to be open backed, and I think probably part of the reason is, as you'll see from the number of valves and the size of the valves in the amplifier section, it's generates a fair bit of heat. We've got 4 2A3 output valves, a rectifier valve, and a couple of number 56 preamp valves in there. Critically, if I just move the light, it also has, it's all original in the back here. It's got the original oil-filled capacitors in that black box to the right hand end, which are still actually fine. That's the original transformer as well, and in the bottom of it is the original Jensen A12 field coil speakers. Wonderful 30s looking design. Totally different of course to a permanent magnet speaker that you get these days. Different beast entirely. So all original. I've only changed 3 capacitors in the amplifier, 3 small 330 NF 0.3 microfarad capacitors. The amplifier is the slightly later edition. There was 2 editions of the amplifier in this, and this is the later circuit diagram for those that are delving around with these things. And there she is. On the inside here is the serial plate. It's a Boozy and Hawkes serial plate rather than a Hammond one, because it's a UK cabinet, and it's number 17, which totally coincidentally is the same number as my Model AB Hammond organ as well, which is also on a Boozy and Hawkes serial plate and also number 17, but because the organ came from one place, came from one part of the UK, and this tone cabinet came from another part of the UK, I know that they were never meant to be together originally. It's just totally coincidence that they've got the same serial number, and I think what that probably means is that Boozy and Hawkes had serial numbers, separate serial numbers for the Hammond organs, and another set of serial numbers for the tone cabinets, but they obviously date from very similar time to each other, I suspect. Well, okay, what does it sound like? Well, let's fire it up and see. Pretty good actually. I'm going to use the Model AB, Hammond Model AB, 1937-ish again, to put through it. So both the organ and the cabinet totally compatible with each other. 75 odd years old now. I'll just put the camera down on a tripod and fire her up. Okay, here goes. Hope this comes out alright. So you can hear it's pretty loud. I'll just put some tremulants on it, which is about the only effect you can put on, and it does make quite a significant difference to the sound. This is you get with it is that the drawbar registrations are much more crystal. You get an awful lot of tonal variation with each notch of the drawbar, more distinct than you might find with a 3 series Hammond with a Leslie perhaps. Seems to be an awful lot more sensitivity in the sound. One of the other effects on the sound of only having two 12-inch speakers is you don't get the same bottom end as you would on a Leslie with a 15-inch speaker in the bottom. So the bass pedals do run a bit out of grunt a bit down the bottom. It's not terribly well defined and as full as you would get with a 15-inch. But there she is, 75 years old and still going strong. Good stuff.